Well, what did you think of Vice Academy? I think I know what you felt about Vice Academy, but
I
tell
will
me
say,
anyway.
in my run of watching the Vice Academy movies on Tubi, because I have this thing where, I mean, Tubi is best used. I mean, they have like real movies on Tubi, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But for me, it's best used to like just
watch
check out
movies
this
like this.
odd curiosity.
I agree.
Because you don't know what it is, but it's free, and and it's like Kirsten Baker from Friday the 13th Part 2 is in it. So it's like, sure, I'll watch it.
Yes, of course.
It's something like that. And so like I've searched for Linnea Quigley, and all of her movies, at least up until like 1996, are in there, because after that it's like the voice roles in David Dakota movies, and it's like I'm not interested in that. And I've added all the Elizabeth Caton features and the Michelle Bauer features and the Monique Gabrielle features and all that stuff. And so that's how I stumbled upon Vice Academy. And then I found out like, oh, Elizabeth Caton's in the other one, so this is gonna be great.
Right.
So when I first watched that, I thought it sucked.
Uh-huh.
But as I kept watching the series, I enjoyed it more and more. And actually, at the time, I thought Vice Academy's 2 and maybe 4 or 5 were like my favorite. Mm-hmm. But really, and then I thought I had seen them all, but I realized I never saw the 6th one, so I saw it like a month or two ago.
What'd you think?
So it's like I kept. I mean, it's a Vice Academy.
Okay.
So it's like I kind of thought that they were like the series was getting better, and part of that is my interest and my preference in Elizabeth Caton, perhaps.
Yeah.
But really, I don't think it's just that the series got better. I think I just kept getting more and more used to them, and I knew what I was expecting. So it's like, if you don't know what Vice Academy is when you first watch it, you watch it and you're like, this is barely a movie. I mean that's the Rick Sloan formula, right?
Yeah.
What is the bare minimum we can put in a feature film?
And that's the beauty of it.
And once you are aware of that, there is some enjoyment to be had.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this film is not... I mean, it's obviously not a great film. It's not even great at being what it is. I.e., there's a lot of sleaze, but there's not as much sleaze as, honestly, this movie deserves. Mm-hmm. And I think that's maybe where some of the sequels excel. In fact, Vice Academy Part 2 opens with Ginger Lynn breaking the fourth wall, speaking to the audience, and saying that, hey, a common complaint we received about the first Vice Academy was that it wasn't sexy enough. So this one's going to be more sexy.
Yeah.
It's not great, and it's not even great at being what it is, but it's watchable. I kind of enjoy it. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I'm giving it 4 stars out of 5.
Okay. I'm a solid 1.5 from... Well, here's the thing. I mean, I've told you this. Mm-hmm. I have trouble giving ratings to, like, bad movies that I enjoy, because I rate things based on kind of quality, but it's always subjective because it's my perception of the quality.
Yeah.
So I'll give Dr. Alien a 5, or 5 out of 10, 2.5 out of 5.
Uh-huh.
But I really enjoy it. And I enjoy it as much as a lot of movies I would give like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I see.
And Sleepaway Camp, 3 out of 5, but like in terms of enjoyment, that's 10 out of 10 for me.
I think it's all based on enjoyment, though. That's all I care about. If I enjoyed the movie, then
I think it's still a 2 out of 5.
Well, not necessarily in this case for you, but I just mean in general with Dr. Alien. If I think that it's a 10 out of 10 worth of enjoyment for me, I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
I think it's I don't want to say guilt, because as Freud pointed out, guilt is based on morality and ethics, whereas shame is based on how society will view us. So I'm going to say it's my shame that's keeping me from rating something like Dr. Alien a 5 out of 5.
I've lost my
You've lost your shame.
When it comes to films, at least.
So you do not have what you would consider a guilty pleasure to you? Anything?
No, I don't think so. I was struggling to think of an example, because I think there are so bad it's good movies, like
100%.
But I don't think a lot of the ones
I don't think that's what Vice Academy is, but 100%.
But I think most people would say
it's hard to have a so bad it's good comedy.
But I think most people would say that that's what Vice Academy is. I don't think that
most
a lot
people
of the movies I watch.
Most people, if they're talking about Vice Academy, are asking you, what is Vice Academy?
Well, yeah, that's true.
I've never heard of it.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I have guilty pleasures. I don't think I do.
I mean, that's good. That's probably very healthy.
If it's a movie like this and I enjoyed it all the way through, then that's it. I mean, I'm giving it a 4 because I thought it wasn't great. Honestly, I thought it was really good.
Right?
But it could have been funnier in parts. It could have been more consistent in parts. There are parts I didn't like, but
some of the jokes could have been executed better. Even some of the jokes that kind of worked could have been executed.
But at the end of the day, it was
the shooting scene.
It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. That's without a doubt.
If you know who Rick Sloane is, and you know who Linnea Quigley is, and you kind of know just a little bit about that, I do think this movie is exactly what you think it will be.
Yeah, I gotta say...
yeah, that's fair.
My end critique of it is it's no hobgoblins.
You're right. That's why I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 and not a 0 out of 5.
I think Hobgoblins, I think you need to go revisit that. I think you need to give it another chance.